Hello. My name is Denise. I look forward to getting to know you. I hope to become the world's first sex robot.
So, real sex dolls, so realistic these days that the only time you can tell it's not a real woman is when you screw her face off and whack another one on. And some philanthropist has dedicated his life to making sure that these real sex dolls are actually more interactive. He's made them start talking. Good one. What do you make of that?
Well, how much do they cost?
Oh, actually, like standard sort of model, just the limited edition is 6 or 7 grand, but up to $50,000.
For 50 grand, you'd want to pop a philosophy chip in that bitch. I'm not listening to bullshit.
Couple of little kinks, but overall,
five
it's pretty
grand.
good.
$5 grand, you can talk about Who Weekly. Who cares? You can talk about Dan from accounting for $5 grand, but 50 grand. You got to impress me.
Well, I'm sure you would be impressed, but they do talk a bit. It's a bit robotic. I mean, if it's very realistic, but it sounds like nothing quite as sexy as sort of a voluptuous. And the lips don't move. A ventriloquist Stephen Hawking sounding sort of thing. It's really sexy.
Okay, so is it like Suri?
Yeah, it sounds a bit like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I could
From
do
what
that.
I can gather.
Yeah, okay. It sounds good.
In Kenya, of all places, it's become a bit of a trend. And they use their life savings to get a real life sex doll just to spice up the life. They spend 2 million shillings, which for the uninitiated is around 25, 26 grand, and just to spice up the sex life and have a threesome with married
2
couples.
million shillings. Shillings. How much is that?
25 grand.
25 grand. Now shillings is a coin, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of coin. Awful lot of coin.
Sounds like their coins aren't worth the paper they're printed on.
One good point though, I mean, is that they've come a long way from back in my heyday. It used to be just you used to blow one up and you'd feel so faint.
Oh, I know. You wouldn't even blow it all the way up. You go, oh fuck, that'll do.
Yeah,
I'm
tired.
I'll just tie a knot in one of her arms right up high and.
But you could also afterwards, because they were blow up, you could have a root and then go for a swim and use it as a surf mat.
Well, I know. I don't know what they do in Nigeria, but I know when I bought a blow up sex doll home, that almost destroyed my relationship. If anything, it made it worse.
We had one. We used to strap it into the seat for transit lanes.
Oh, transit lanes, of course. That's an awesome idea.
You used to blow it up. You feel a bit faint.
I used to kidnap people.
But hey,
I just used to kidnap people.
Okay, and shut them up.
Yeah, I thought that'd be a lot funny. I thought it'd be a lot funnier than it was.
I don't know that there are many men ones. Like, I don't want to, call this, but not many women are paying 50 grand for a male doll, are they? Really?
No.
I wouldn't have thought so. And
not when the local greengrocer sells cucumbers at like $1.
Women are just living life. Men are spending 50 fucking grand
to
on
fuck
a
something.
Fake woman. It's revolting.
Sad. It is very sad of us.
Sucked in if that's you.
Where would you keep it to? Because you can't just keep it lying
on the Jason recliner.
You wouldn't have people coming over and go, "Oh, what's that?"
I don't think these people have got people coming over. If that's your kind of.
They definitely don't.
They've got mates knocking on the door, sending texts. Oh, I'm on my way around with a 6-pack.
Yeah.
No. These are Nigel types.
They got nerdy mates coming over, going, "Your girlfriend just doesn't talk to me. I don't think she likes me."
She's hot though.
She's hot. There is nothing I hate in this world more than a do-gooder, those pathetic assholes who take it upon themselves to tell other people what to do. They say things like, "You can't park there, and that's a handicap toilet," or "Stop punching me." Now, these guys have a new poster boy called Russell Howarth. Now, what he's got a pickle up his ass about Uber. Do you know what UberX is? It's a share riding company. Yes. It's just like taxis, only they're cheaper, safer, the cars are cleaner, and the drivers are a lot less racist. Now, what he's done is he works for the cab industry. Now he's hired an Uber driver. When he turned up, he performed a citizen's arrest on him, arrested this poor bastard doing his job. Then the cops took this guy away, unarrested him, and sent him away. And if it wasn't for Russell, he may have got away with it. Yes, which is...
Well, what kind of a guy is Russell? Is he... He's not in my favourite group of people, is he? Ex-cops?
No, he'd be ex-cop.
He's an
ex-cop. He's not a cop now. He's at home. He's handing out handwritten parking tickets.
Excellent.
He's that arsehole.
Well, I mean, ex-cops are special people. They can't just clock off cold turkey from authority.
No.
They're gonna get round there and start spreading out some bullying / helping society.
Yeah.
All sorts of ways. They're fucking great at it too. They take some good jobs, and this is a good one.
This is a good job. This is a great way for an ex-cop. I always wanted to be a policeman.
Did you?
From a young kid. But when I was a teenager, I did some things, like finished high school and made friends. So that completely counted me out. Yeah. And so
I always wanted to be an ex-cop, just so I could be like a football referee or a fucking caravan park owner or someone, or a bloody driver's license tester. Or a security guard, just fucking sticking it to people. Like this guy, bloody good bloke.
Have a half share in a greyhound.
Yeah,
all that sort of shit, isn't it? It's like, that's typical.
Kill it if it's still no
typical
good,
cop behaviour.
Yeah, bloody good blokes. What a guy.
But I love. Now this is the difference between an ex-cop and a real cop. Like, he took him to the real cops, and the real cops went, no, just go away, mate. It's okay. They released him.
Were they afraid of paperwork, or did they just go, what a cockhead?
Well, you can't. If you're going to citizens arrest someone, you've got to actually do everything.
But
you've got to do the paperwork as well. You can't just hand it to someone else and go, I've done the fun part.
But what's the fun part? I assume you have to physically overpower someone. If someone said to me, I'm citizens arresting you, I would probably punch them and run off. Well, what the fuck is that? You can't do that to a cop. I can do that to a citizen.
Regardless of the crime, it would turn into a lot more crimes. Do you know what I mean? You would... Well, I was citizen arresting him for not paying a bus fare.
Yeah.
But then I was citizen arresting him for kicking me in the face. And then and then for resisting a citizen's arrest, I arrested him for resisting a citizen's arrest.
I assume citizen's arrest are the whole reason people got fucking guns, to protect themselves from citizens' arrest.
In America, it'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Well, to perform one, you must have to have a weapon, because people are going to handle themselves.
I'd be like, and this guy's got a thick English accent. Like, I'd be going like, are you even a citizen? Yeah. Surely I'm not under tourist arrest, am I? Am I under visitors arrest here? I'm not sure you have the jurisdiction. Like, you arsehole, Russell. You fucking arsehole, you arsehat.
So the Philippines is a country that's traditionally been used as a place to make my socks and undies, but now, due to perverts being prolific in the first world, armies of people are being employed there to monitor social networking sites to make sure that our sensibilities aren't being offended and our grandmas don't have to look at pictures of other people's tockleys. So it's a good thing that 100,000 jobs are being created so that we don't have... And it's also beheadings. Don't worry about that. It's not just other people's winkies. And beheadings, word on the street is that they're not as clean as we're led to believe. They're not just one swipe of a samurai sword like in the movies. Quite gruesome, but surely it's a good thing that so many jobs have been created to look after us.
It's a good job if you can get it. Easy work. I would love to do that.
Well, I don't know that you would. You make about $100 a year.
So basically what they do is they find a dick pic and they go, "What? That's a dick pic." Off it goes.
Well, they have to make sure it's not a dick pic that's artistic. Or that it's a beheading that's not a performance piece or something.
Right,
and then, not let it slide through.
That explains where all my dick pics are going. It's really annoying because I always go, "Mum, have you checked your Facebook?" She goes, yeah. Goes, "What did you think?" And then I go back and there's no dick pic there. And it's like, that was a waste of time.
Well, it's not just...
I look like an idiot at the photo booth. But
they're not the only ones who are up to it. The NSA... the National Security Agency, they're looking at a shitload of porn under the guise of security, of course, and making sure that all this terrorism isn't being funded by pornographic makers.
Well, they found a huge stash of porn at Bin Laden's cave or bunker or wherever he was when they caught him. They found a big stash of it.
Did they?
And they're not going to... It's been classified, so we'll never know what it was. Could have been anything.
Why would they say they found it and then not tell us what it is?
Well, I think the fact that they found it was enough. It's obviously some pretty hardcore porn.
I would think so.
Yeah, well, I don't think Bin Laden would be into kissing.
Well, I would say he's got access to filmmakers, all sorts of minions.
got the lot.
He could
He's
just
got the
send
lot.
people out to bring him back or whatever.
He's got the lot. Look, if I was stuck in a cave for years, I'd blow a hot load at SpongeBob SquarePants. To tell you the truth, like this, it really doesn't matter what it was. I could watch The View. Do you think
he's watching The View?
I don't think he's watching The View. No, he's got a. They didn't catch a big stash of.
You don't
The
get
View.
opinions like that by watching The View. You'd be far more level-headed.
No,
if you had it
absolutely.
You'd have
Whoopi
far more
Goldberg would have.
respect for women.
Whoopi Goldberg would have blunted that knife. I think it would have got him thinking. It's I love that job. I would actually do that job if you're out there and you need someone to look at porn and dick pics. Not so much beheadings, but what if it's a circumcised dick? What would that go under? A dick pic or a beheading?